Hello, this is Dave at TitleSearch.com. Today we're going to talk about, on this video, running title searches in the state of New Jersey. As you know, when you run a title search, no matter where the property is located, the title records are housed at the county level. So no matter what city it's in, you have to go to the county level to get all the property documents. There are 21 counties in the state of New Jersey. It goes all the way from North Jersey by New York City, up in the New York metro area, towns even a little bit west of there, like Hopatcong and some of those rural counties, all the way down to the southern tip, getting down towards the Jersey Shore, Atlantic City and beyond, Vineland, Cape May, down that way. So it has a pretty big range of metro areas, from country areas, rural areas, to big cities and along the Jersey Shore. We have examiners in every county every day in New Jersey. The bigger counties, of course, we have multiple examiners. For example, in like Bergen County, I think we have 8 or 9 examiners in most weeks to cover for title searches. There's some specific reasons that we have shifted some examiners into the northeastern parts of New Jersey. Due to Hurricane Sandy, there's a lot more activity for SBA loans to cover damage from FEMA disaster relief. So those require title searches. We need to have more coverage there to get those searches done. A few interesting facts about New Jersey and how they handle their title records. It's typically a judicial foreclosure state, meaning that when money's lent on a property, it's done under a mortgage document, not a deed of trust. So when a foreclosure happens, it has to go through the courts. It can't be done directly by the bank. Title records are held typically by the county clerk, may be called recorder of deeds in some counties. In addition to that location, when we run a title search, you also have to check civil court records to make sure there's not a judgment against any person on title, which may attach as a lien. A lot of liens are missed when title searches are run because they just check the land records. You don't check civil court or other records. You also want to check the probate records to see if there's any death in the family or other records that could affect title. Secretary of State may have records on UCC, financing agreements. Those might affect title as well. So those are things you want to make sure that if you need them, that they're checked. The counties also in New Jersey require that a mortgage release has the original mortgage information on it. It has to be signed by the bank and have the original mortgage information on it. It can't just say release a mortgage without referencing the original book and page. It does, however, allow for the mortgage release to happen by taking a copy of the old mortgage, stamping it, paid or released, and recording that. You don't have to create a new document. In every case on a deed, there must be consideration listed. For example, when a property is sold, you can't just say transfers from one person to another without showing consideration amount, either a dollar amount or some recital of good and other consideration. On the first page of a document that's recorded in New Jersey, you have to have the tax block and lot to identify it. In addition, in most cases, to a legal description, but the tax block and lot has to be on the first page. You also have to have the name and signature of a document preparer. Usually it's an attorney, maybe in a title company. That also has to be typically on the first page. In New Jersey, there's some reference in the law to the fact that a quitclaim deed is void until it's recorded. Other types of deeds may have some validity, but a quitclaim deed really means nothing unless it's recorded in the land records. Something different about New Jersey title laws when it comes to adverse possession. Adverse possession is a process where if you possess a property or you reside on a property for some period of time, you may acquire some title rights if that's done open and notorious. However, in New Jersey, it's not required to be hostile, meaning that if a person is mistakenly on a property without them knowing that it's a hostile intent, they may still acquire adverse possession rights over time. These are just a few of the random areas that New Jersey has different title rules and procedures versus other states. It's not designed to be legal advice, and of course it's not all inclusive, but it gives you an idea of what goes into running a title search in New Jersey. Of course, if you do have more questions, you can reach us through our website, TitleSearch.com. There's probably a link right below the video you can click on, and we'd be glad to help with any title searches in the state.